Hello, welcome to my channel, Lux to O. And today I'm filming this the weekend before Thanksgiving 2024. And I wanted to pick out some scents of what I feel like really encapsulate the Thanksgiving season as we're meeting with friends, family, maybe we're having a Friendsgiving, and then even the Black Friday events. I still want to smell festive and suitable for this time of year. So what I did is I picked some scents that I hope you'll enjoy. These are certainly on my list and I'd love to hear what's on yours. The very first fragrance is by Bond Number 9, Chelsea Nights. Top notes: cacao, hazelnut, saffron. Mid notes: turmeric, sesame, and rose. Base notes: suede, patchouli, agarwood, vanilla, amber, myrrh, tonka bean. This is long lasting. I enjoy the fragrances from Bond Number 9 so much. They're really quite appealing to me, and I found that I have several of them now. This one I didn't know if I would enjoy or not, but when I saw cacao and hazelnut, I felt like I would. And this is a real love for me. This is a beautiful fragrance for this time of year, and with the cacao and the hazelnut and saffron, it kind of gives you a cozy beginning, slightly spicy, that way you would expect at Thanksgiving, at least in my opinion. And the base is very warm with that vanilla and the tonka bean. The agarwood, which is oud, is very smooth in here. I think it's very well done because I don't necessarily like a strong oud, and I don't think this has that. You can also find on Bond Number 9's website a lot of time body creams that go with these scents if you want a little extra moisture or to make sure it takes you through the day. But in my opinion, most of Bond Number 9's do not have to have that additional help. The cacao and the hazelnut with the saffron makes it that smooth top note blend that is gourmand and that really draws you in. The turmeric, which is not a scent I normally prefer, but what I like about this one is it has sesame, and I think sesame in a perfume adds that nuttiness and a bit of warmth that this one certainly has. Beautiful. I always try to look for scents with sesame, which aren't as common as you would think. And then the base notes, with that suede, it is definitely more of a smooth suede and not a harsh leathery scent, which sometimes I am just not in the mood for. It is also very ambery and warm. This is very nice. It says gourmand, but when I'm smelling it, I don't really get a strong gourmand. It's just very, very addictive to me. I think it's a beautiful scent, and I'd invite you to try it. At least try a sample. You can go with a 5 ml decant or a 10 ml, and that will get you through, and it may be all you need, or you may decide, yes, you do need a full bottle. This one is 100 ml, but you can get it in a 50 ml as well. But there are plenty of places where you can buy samples of this one to try before you buy. The next scent I wanted to tell you about by Dior, it's called Vanilla Diorama. It's an ambery gourmand vanilla created for Christian Dior at a famous French restaurant by a chef where Christian Dior went to quite frequently. And he named the dessert Vanilla Diorama, which I think is so wonderful. And it must tell you that Christian Dior went there a lot, and it was very thoughtful of the chef to name it Vanilla Diorama. And this is a creamy vanilla. It's a ambery, it has some cardamom in it, which I enjoy. It also has a smooth sandalwood and patchouli in the base. I love those notes as well. This is like a warm embrace from a loved one. This is that hug in the bottle that I certainly look for this time of year. This is very inoffensive, but it has a very nice projection and moderate wearing. You can always top it off if you choose to. And this is a smaller bottle, and I think it's nice for tucking into a purse, which is why I really chose this size, because I do like to take a fragrance with me, especially if I'm going on a trip. And this is one you can definitely put into your purse. This is one that is appropriate for wearing at a gala event. Perhaps you're going to the theater, opera. I think this scent is perfectly appropriate. I don't think you have to worry about offending those that are around you, and I think you'll know that you smell good all night long. The next fragrance I want to share with you is by the House of Oud. The House of Oud, I think, packaging is a lot of why we buy fragrances. At least it's why I do. If I love a bottle, then I may go ahead and blind buy it, which is not a wise thing to do, and I've certainly discovered that. But with the House of Oud, I did not want to order from them because I was really put off by the bottles. They're like an egg shape, various colors, and they sit on a square gold base. And I didn't even know what you would do with it. I did not enjoy it. I know some people find it very appealing. It does look like a piece of artwork that belongs in a museum. I now have ordered one, and then I ordered two, and now I have four in my collection. These are, at least I have found, to be very addictive, and this one in particular, Dates Delight, has really stolen my heart. It's an Oriental Vanilla Gourmand, perfect for fall, winter, certainly for the holiday season we're in now. It is unisex, and I think it is kind of truly unisex. It does have peony in the top note with an infusion of dates. The peony does come through, and it's a lovely peony. It does disappear. It doesn't stay throughout the wear. The mid notes are coumarin, which I generally don't like in a fragrance, but it's very nice in here. I can't pick out necessarily coumarin. It's caramel, tonka bean, and cinnamon. Don't think strong cinnamon if it nauseates somebody. I don't get that from this. It is sweet though, and spicy. In the base notes we have honey, labdanum, icing sugar accord. Not sure what that is, but that's probably what lends to the sweetness of this fragrance. And an oud. This was a blind buy, and I really do enjoy it. I would recommend always sampling before buying, and sometimes I look at sample prices and think they're awful high. Why don't I go ahead and just get the smallest bottle? But that has come back to give me nightmares sometimes. But this one is a very nice scent. This one you can find, it's been out since 2016, and you can find it on some gray market sites that make it a lot more affordable. I believe the one I ordered was like $120 or around that, which is not bad for a niche fragrance, and it is a lasting scent. Here you do get that honeyed, sugared date scent, and it is delicious and absolutely delightful. On the oud, it's not too much. It's not overwhelming. It adds to me to the projection and the longevity. And as I mentioned, if you like peony, you're certainly going to enjoy it in the very beginning. The cinnamon in here does not scream, so don't worry about that. So once again, House of Oud, Dates Delight is absolutely delicious and delightful, and one you might want to try for this holiday season. The next item is going to be by Donna Karan. This is an absolutely gorgeous scent. I actually purchased all four of the fragrance. No, I'm not obsessed, or maybe. This one is Donna Karan's Palo Santo. Beautiful fragrance. The bottle is lovely. The spray is quite diffusive, if you can see that. The top I really enjoy because it is a heavy top. It is metal and it is magnetic. You couldn't ask for more from a bottle design, I think, because this also is kind of wavy. I think it simulates, or it looks to me much like silk flowing over a person's body, or water going over rocks in a little stream. I think it's very pretty, and I think it's a very heavy glass, and it fits well in my hand. I did order all four of these back in May, and I did do a review on them. I found that out of the four, the ones I enjoyed the most was Cashmere and Palo Santo, but also Cashmere and Thierry Flower, which is very appealing, certainly spring, summer for me. Palo Santo is one that is an all year round scent. I also think this is, I would venture to say, if you like the notes, this is a very safe blind buy, in my opinion. You can also find this currently on sale at Nordstrom's for $120 versus the normal $150. And with Nordstrom's, you do get free shipping, which I definitely take part in. Okay, that's our fragrance from Donna Karan, Cashmere, and Palo Santo. Definitely one to try if you know somebody who you think would like that note. Very easy, very smooth. It would make a great gift, and at a more affordable price point for fragrances. Even the designer fragrances are getting pretty high. The next fragrance I wanted to share with you is a real love for me. It is not the one that drew me into Sephora to try it, but this one is by Jo Malone, and it's called Myrrh Tonka. This is from a myrrh tree, and it's in Namib. I haven't heard of that place before, and it's a very distinctive myrrh note. This is quite an alluring scent. The resins inside really projects as your body heats up, and as it does, you get the warmth off of your skin, but it really kind of releases the fragrances of almond, vanilla, and tonka. Absolutely a winner. You can layer it with other Jo Malone fragrances too. I did do an earlier video on Jo Malone's Intense Fragrance collection. I really discovered it this year. I'd heard about it, and because of the poor performance on my skin from not the Cologne Intense versions, but their other cologne versions, I just did not. I felt like it would be a waste of money. In the summer, I bought a scent from them, and it was from the original cologne collection, and it was very nice, and it seemed to last on my skin, which is what made me go ahead and go into Sephora and try this beauty out. I will say, you can go into Sephora, and what's so nice is that they have all of them there that you can test. They have the cypress and grapevine, which I also have, hinoki wood and cedar wood, which is masculine leaning. But this Myrrh Tonka, I actually went in thinking I was going to be buying Scarlet Poppy, which is a delightful scent, but Myrrh Tonka certainly had my heart. And when I found out that they had a body cream and a nice size body cream to go with it, well, of course, I had to order that from Jo Malone. And this is a scent that will give you all the good warmth you're looking for. And it's also a very smooth, creamy, just kind of slides over the body, sits on the top of the skin. Very nice. Provides that great moisturizing base for you to then add this fragrance to it. If you wanted to add red hibiscus to it and layer it, you could certainly do that. Or perhaps add some woodiness with their cypress grapevine or hinoki cedarwood, and that may give you the sweetness you're looking for that is feminine, and also the woodiness that I certainly love. Jo Malone. What I like also, one more thing is, well, three things. They offer soap, hand soap, and they also offer diffusers and candles. And I love to scent my home all the time. And this holiday season, I think that this will be a lovely scent to have, not just on me, but in my home as well. The next fragrance I want to tell you that I'll be wearing at Thanksgiving is this beauty that is so underestimated. I don't hear much about her. I think her sisters steal the spotlight, or perhaps they're more like her cousins. This one is Darcy from Perfumes de Marly. This is, to me, an underrated gem in their women's collection. She is vibrant and festive, as you can tell with her bright gold shiny bottle. And she is sassy, as evidenced with this jaunty little black tie. If you try to get to know her, you will find her captivatingly glorious. She is like sunshine on a cloudy day. She brings brightness by her opening of bergamot, orange, and citrus. When it's cold outside, she is like the month of May. That sounds so good, it sounds like it should be in a song. You could just call this my girl. If you get to know her heart, you'll find her sexy, feminine, floral side with jasmine and rose. The dry down is the best part to me. It is patchouli. Yes, I said patchouli, but it's a smooth patchouli that I think Perfumes de Marly does so well. It also has musk and praline, so it has that sweetness. But this bottle is just gorgeous. This is actually my second bottle. I actually have two backups. And the reason for that is I am absolutely frightened that Perfumes de Marly would discontinue the scent. They did that with one other in their line. I did call them and they said they were not discontinuing yet, and then I found that they did. So that's why I wanted to make sure this one, I had enough backup bottles for it to stay in my collection for a good long time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Perhaps you can pick one of these up and wear it for Thanksgiving or the great Black Friday sales after. So these are great choices, and they're certainly going to be my choices for the season, for this week at least. But thank you for joining me. Let me know down in comments what fragrances you enjoy and what you plan on wearing on Thanksgiving Day. Tell me about it. Great time of year for those warm, spicy scents. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, my fragrance friends. Goodbye.